Have I just found the new highest skill deck in the game? No, this deck is not the highest skill deck in the game, not by a wide margin. However, this deck might be one of the easiest decks to play in the game. And honestly, it's kind of a banger. You see, it's the #1 deck rated in the game right now on Royale API. If you look up Furnace, if you look up honestly any deck, it's at the #1 spot, and it's played by some of the top players in the world. And today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did my first 3 games of the season with that, and I think that this deck is honestly something that's worth leveling up. Usually I don't buy Pass Royale, however, this season I had to buy it because honestly, guys, Furnace is so broken. It is one of the best cards in the game. It's probably going to get a mid-season nerf, and in all honesty, I'm okay with that because as long as I get good content, I don't really care if I'm using anything busted. But without further ado, here's the deck, and here's how my games went. Alright guys, this is the #1 deck on AP Royale using the Evo Furnace. I had to buy Pass Royale, which is honestly something I never thought I'd have to do, but you know what? Just for you guys and just to bring this kind of educational content, I need to do this. This is an investment I'm very willing to make. So alright, let's jump right in. We're going to cycle our Knight in the back because I want to hit the evolution as fast as possible. He's going to cycle his Furnace. I don't think he has the evolution, so I think this honestly, this might be an advantage for us. Alright, let's just see what he does. Okay, he's going to play a P.E.K.K.A. I want that Furnace to just walk a little bit closer to me so I can target it down. There we go. Alright, that P.E.K.K.A. is going to die. Alright, I'm going to actually defend that really nicely. And yeah, there we go. Honestly, this is about as good as I could have wanted. He's an idiot boss bandit player. So he just has to hit the ability, and that actually allows me to get double Furnaces onto the field. And the Fire Spirit jumps, and oh my god, okay, the Furnace is going to stay alive. Oh wow, that is money, and I'm just going to easily bar barrel this, and that's damaging, and he has absolutely nothing to defend this. That's going to get a hit, and okay. He has a dump. Jeez. How does that get both connections onto it? That is annoying. I think I misplayed my skeleton positioning there. But you know what? That's okay. Because we are going to graveyard onto this. He's going to have P.E.K.K.A, I think. No, he's going to have his Furnace. And I'm going to poison on this Dark Goblin. And I think we're going to be completely fine. I'm going to cycle my Evo Furnace, and I am going to defend him pretty easily. And, yeah, he has absolutely nothing for this. He's going to have to play his Boss Bandit or his P.E.K.K.A onto this. There we go.
Just like that.
Beautiful. I'm going to play a high Goblin Head just to defend this. And that is actually going to be I need to play to defend that. There we go. Alright, and that Knight is going to tank for the Furnace so it stays alive and gets the most amount of value possible. And I'm going to win that interaction. I'm going to graveyard once again. He's going to have to waste his Dark Goblin on this. Unless he doesn't. Alright, I'll take that, sir. I'll take that, man. I love it. I absolutely love that. You know I do. Alright, I'm going to kill that Dark Goblin for free as well. And I'm going to Evo Knight onto this. And I get splash damage onto his Goblin Gang, and I also get a graveyard down, and ooh, that's gonna dash into the wrong thing. There we go, there we go, there we go. This is beautiful. Alright guys, this actually might be game. This might be game. He might have nothing to defend this. And I'm going to get a very easy bar barrel. There we go. Oh my gosh. Guys, this deck is so cheapy. Alright, and we get a good amount of damage onto that, and the Fire Spirit connects onto it. There we go. Guys, the Evo Furnace is so obnoxious to play against. There is absolutely nothing you can do. And I'm just going to get another free amount of damage onto that tower, and that's good game. Oh my gosh. This deck is broken. It has such good defense, and it has such obnoxious offense. It's just not even fair. Alright guys, we're hopping into the next game here, and we are actually going to be playing against Edson from the Jungle Clan. He's level 15, and his towers are actually the Cannoneer, which honestly, I don't mind that as much. I'm going to cycle my Furnace in the back, just because everybody likes to cycle their Furnace. It's just,
It's just the thing to do this season. I wonder if they're gonna nerf Furnace, because I haven't really played any matches that haven't been with the Furnace or against the Furnace, so I have no idea how those interactions are going. And okay, this is very likely looking like it might be another like weird mortar deck that I'm playing against. That's gonna hopefully kill the Ice Wizard. Okay. It did not kill the Ice Wizard. I just want to kill that. Now, I'm going to play the Furnace. And actually, this is pretty good for me because I get free kills on all of that, all of his garbage. And I'm going to keep the Furnace alive just because I want to not take damage from his Fire Spirits and all of that. Alright. And I'm actually going to snipe that Furnace, and that's going to be really good. And he wasted his Furnace, so I don't actually have to worry about poisoning here. Thankfully, it's the new Goblin Hut, so it's not constantly spawning stuff, so I can actually stay alive. I'm just going to avoid that extra Spear Goblin hit, just because I really don't want to have to deal with that. Alright, I'm going to make sure that that doesn't connect. And I'm going to just keep poisoning, and I catch the Ice Wizard in the radius. That's actually beautiful. This is an amazing turnout. I actually love this, guys. This is about as well as this game could be going. And that's gonna jump. Thankfully, that jumps. Alright, I'm gonna kill that Fire Spirit, and that Fire Spirit's gonna kill the Furnace. And I'm going to defensively Goblin Hut. I'm going to try to snipe the Ice Wizard. That failed, but I'm still going to get poison damage. And honestly, guys, this... Oh my gosh, he has... Oh, that's not unfortunate at all. Alright, but I'm going to bar barrel on this, and he's actually going to get a pretty shockingly lacking... That value is actually not there. He's actually playing another graveyard deck. He might be playing a very similar one to what we're seeing right now. And he just, as long as we're better in our graveyards, there's not a whole lot he can do about us. And I'm actually going to kill that and make sure that we don't allow any more damage. And I am actually going to play my own graveyard, and he is going to take a lot of damage from all the skeletons and the Fire Spirits, and I have everything for his graveyard, thankfully. And I'm just waiting for him in the graveyard one more time, because I know he wants to. He kind of has to. Otherwise, he just won't win. And actually, this is a really good moment for me to graveyard that. Oh, the Knight's on the tower. The Knight's on the tower. There we go. Alright, we just need a little bit more. We just need a couple more hits, and that's it. There we go, guys. This deck is so obnoxious. Once again, I'm telling you. Alright, guys, last game of the day is against Kate from Silent Hill. Alright, I think I'm going to start out. I just want to see what he has. I'm going to try it. It's against Furnace again. Guys, 3 out of 3 games today have been against Furnace. Okay, actually, I might have just allowed a Fire Spirit from my tower. That's kind of annoying. But honestly, this should be completely fine. We're going to not panic. We're going to cycle our own Furnace. And actually, that is good. We're going to keep our Furnace alive, and we're going to kite his P.E.K.K.A back. And I'm not super worried about his Fire Spirits. I want his Furnace to get a little bit closer just so I can try to see if I can snipe it, and I can. There we go. Alright, and that's his entire push dismantled. He's going to be running some sort of weird bridge spam deck. And once again, this is kind of just a free offense. I'm going to see if I can get another Fire Spirit in front. Unfortunately, I cannot. And I'm going to instead just play a Furnace onto those Barbarians, and I am going to clean that up pretty nicely. And I'm going to see what he actually has to respond to this. I am going to... Okay, actually, I can get behind that. I can get behind some good damage onto his Electro Wizard. and I'm gonna play a Knight low just to build up my push with the Graveyard, because I think he only has Pack of this. He's going to have Poison, I think. I would actually honestly be really surprised if he didn't. Alright, we tank for everything, including the Knight tanks for everything. Oh my god, guys, this is crazy damage on this tower. And the thing is that we might have spent a lot of we might have spent a lot of money on, how does that? There is no freaking way, man. Alright, this is kind of obnoxious, and he's emoting on us, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. He's going to take a bunch of damage unless he has to play something like an E-Wiz, which is really good for us. And I am just going to play a Knight on top of this, and I'm going to actually Graveyard. Alright, he has to Fireball an E-Wiz, or not the E-Wiz. And I'm just going to Poison on his Evo Furnace, and that's going to be crazy damage on this tower because the P.E.K.K.A is standing in front and he's tanking all the Fire Spirits. Oh my god, guys, this is insane. Guys, this is so cheesy. And the Evo Furnace can't heal. It's not one of those super annoying busted evolutions. It actually has a decently balanced mechanic, and it's actually locked onto the wrong thing, and the Fire Spirit's aren't going to be able to tank for it. Yes, he is. But, oh, guys, the Skeleton gets so much... Skeleton gets so much damage. Guys, this is game winning, and he's so mad. Guys, this deck, I'm telling you, is the truth. If you play this, you will get Ultimate Champion so fast, it's not even funny.
Alright, as we saw, we steamrolled through every single one of our opponents today, and honestly, it wasn't even that difficult. You see, if you play this deck with half a brain cell, I think, honestly, you will get to Ultimate Champion, guaranteed, and you should win probably 90% of your games. Like, guys, this deck is something to level up, and I had a lot of fun playing it. It's one of those decks where you can just turn your brain off and just relax, you know? No more losing your hair over Hog Cycle or, you know, sweating with Wall Breakers Minor. You can just kick back and let the deck play itself, because that's honestly what it does. And as always, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys want me to cover next week, and let me know if you guys enjoyed this video by leaving a comment and liking the video and hitting that subscribe button. And without further ado, have a nice day.